Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Mia Beauty Sesh, all about exfoliation. All about exfoliation. We're going to talk about cantaloupes today, and Mary is going to talk about oranges, dirty oranges, really dirty oranges. So we're so glad to have you here. I'm Stephanie Richter. I live in Seattle, and let's go to Florida.
I'm Mary Maxim Lindley, and I live in Florida.
And Idaho.
I'm Diane Hicks, and I live in Twin Falls, Idaho.
And Texas.
Hello, welcome. I'm LaRue Bernard from Canyon, Texas.
We are so glad you're all here. I am a future executive senior sales director. So that means that I have beautiful, amazing, wonderful leaders I get to lead. So this is the best part. I think the best part about my 30 years in Mary Kay are these relationships right here. I'm telling you what, I would give all my cars back. I would give all my diamonds back, everything else, all the money, everything to keep these relationships. So you're all in for a treat. Let's just get started. Let's get started because we want to be sure that you have some time to just enjoy. And we're going to move fast tonight. So hold on. If you are on and you do not have a paper and pen and you are a guest of a consultant, consultants, you do not need a paper and pen except for to take notes to learn. If you are a guest, go grab a paper and pen because you're going to need it. And I'll give you a little bit to do that. And so in the meantime, let's do this. Let's do some introductions. Let me tell you what our goal is first. This is our goal for you. This is a crazy time. We all know that. There's all different kinds of emotions and all kinds of new things that we're all learning. And many parents are doing many things. I recognize that. So I just want to first make sure that I'm being sensitive to the time that we are in. One of the reasons that we are doing this is because the beauty of our business is that we're beauty consultants. So we get to get with our clients, usually face to face. But this is the new way that we are making sure we're still connecting with our clients and being able to bring great information and great tools to you and education along the way. So what we're going to do tonight is going to be a mini beauty session, but we want you to have joy brought to you tonight. Some laughter, some joy, some fun, some diversion away from what's happening just for this quick 30 minutes. All right. So let me tell you that there's a couple things that we're going to have you do as we're going along tonight. I'm going to have you take that paper and you're going to do something on it in just a minute. But every time you comment, every time you answer one of the trivia questions, anytime you drop an emoji into the comments, you are going to get a point. You do not have to keep track of your own points in the comments. When you get a point for commenting or answering a trivia question in the comments or emoji in the comments, you don't have to keep track of that. We have a super secret squirrel behind the scenes, and her name is Lisa Wilson. And she is the most organized, amazing, intuitive woman I've ever met, and I wish she lived in Washington and could work in my office. I can pay her enough. But so she is counting all the comments. So don't keep track of your own points when it comes to comments. We love you, Lisa Wilson, too. I'm like, who commented on that? Who was that? That just said, we love you, Lisa Wilson, because you come up just on YouTube. So make sure you put your name in there too. Oh, it was you, LaRue. But it comes up. So we love you, Lisa Wilson. And also the Rain area does too, apparently. So let's see. You don't have to keep track of your points. I want to make sure you do that. Okay, so let's do this. If you are a consultant, drop consultant into the comments. Yes, I do a drawing out of the consultants. So just for fun, in fact, last week, Christine Flores won the prize. It's on its way, Christine. And Lisa, you should be expecting something in the mail any day now, too, for being our super secret squirrel. Consultant in the comment. But if you are a guest, please drop in the comment who your consultant is. Who invited you to this live? Please drop your name in. That would be awesome. And then that way we can give you a point for your comment. And we can also give your consultant. And some of you are going to be answering later. So there's many people that will watch this later. And if you are a Facebook user who just put a heart in, make sure you put your name in because that means we missed you. So awesome. Welcome, Tanya and Virginia, Suzanne, Amanda. Yay. We got lots of across the nation. I love it. If you are, like I said, a guest, make sure you drop your consultant's name in the, awesome. Okay, so who just put my name in? It only says Facebook user. So put your name in also so I know who you are. I'll be able to go back to Facebook, but I want to know who's on that's my guest. All right, so the next thing we want to know is, where are you from? Guests only now. Guests only. Where are you from, guests? Let us hear where you're at. I want to see if we have, I'm going to assume we have guests. Maybe not live, but as people watch across time, that we have guests from all 4 time zones, and maybe even some Hawaiians, maybe some Alaskans, maybe some Guamanians. I do have a consultant in Guam. Super cool. So put in where you are, if you are a guest, where you live, and then why don't you drop in a little icon emoji of whatever it is that you are having as you're watching us tonight. Maybe you're drinking some lemon ginger tea like I am, because it's only 5 o'clock here in the West Coast. Diane, what are you drinking, Diane? You had a very funny look on your face.
I forgot my drink. I'm gonna have to go grab some water. Maybe.
Okay, go grab water. This is a good time to do that.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe you were drinking yours Veritrol again, like last.
Not quite.
LaRue's got her coffee. I love it. Awesome. All right, ladies. Welcome to everybody. All right, now I'm going to tell you, if you don't have a piece of paper and a pen and you missed that part, go grab one, because I'm going to tell you what to do with it. I'm going to show you a pic and have you follow this fun little, I guess I would say, map I'm going to have you make for yourself. Okay, so I am going to have you just on your paper, make yourself a tic-tac-toe grid. You don't have to do those red arrows, just the tic-tac-toe. And then make a square for points. And then make a square that has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to ask some questions at the very end and you can answer there. Okay, so take your paper, tic-tac-toe grid, square for points, and a square for 4 questions. And just so you know what you're going to do with this, you are going to take a pic of this at the very, very end. You're going to snap a picture of it and send it to your consultant. So be sure you put your name at the top also, though she'll probably have you in her system, I'm sure. All right. Did everybody get that? I'm going to keep that up for just a minute, and I'm going to tell you how you get points. How about that? So on your tic-tac-toe grid, what you're going to do is you're going to, as we're going through tonight, and we'll go pretty quick through product. Anytime you see a product that you're like, oh, I want that now or later, it can be a wish list, that's fine. Or I have a question about that. I wonder if it's right for me. Write that product in any one of your squares on your tic-tac-toe grid. So anywhere you want on your tic-tac-toe grid. I'm going to ask you some trivia questions. And on the trivia questions, you can write the answer to the trivia questions anywhere on that grid. Now, if you get that trivia question right, you're going to also drop the trivia question in the comments. And if you get that trivia question right, you are going to give yourself a point. You'll get a point then on your tic-tac-toe grid if you just answer the trivia question. You'll get a point for commenting what your answer is in the trivia question in the comments, because Lisa will count those for you, our secret squirrel, and then you're going to give yourself a point if you were correct. So see, it's like not even double dipping, it's kind of like triple dipping on that one. And then product, and yep, that's it. Okay, so this is where you can double dip and really triple dip with your tic-tac-toe. So you're also going to get, so I guess it's really quadruple dipping. I need to change that banner. It's quadruple dipping, because if you get a tic-tac-toe any direction, if you go up, down, diagonal, then you get another point. Okay, so do you see how that works? In your tic-tac-toe grid, write a product if you have a question or you just know I'm going to want it. That's going to be in your tic-tac-toe grid. You comment, I ask you a trivia question, which I'm going to do in a second. First one's going to come, and you put it in the tic-tac-toe, put your answer in there. That's going to help you get closer to filling out your grid. And then you comment also. Lisa will count you for your points. And then if you get it right, you give yourself a point. So, all right, you guys ready for the very first, let me bring us all back here. Are you ready for the first trivia question? First trivia questions, 4 points and 4 to write on your grid. Mary Kay has been around for 56 years. I'm going to give you that little heads up first. So, because you're going to need that, for to know how to answer this question. How many years has the Mary Kay Pink Cadillac been offered to the sales force? Out of the 56 years that Mary Kay Cosmetics has been around, how many of those 56 years has Mary Kay been offering the Pink Cadillac as one of the cars? I'm going to give you 10 seconds, and I'm going to tell a story while I give you 10 seconds to figure that out. Drop your answer in the comments, write it in your grid. All right? So there's nothing more fun, more satisfying, that makes me more proud than like sometime when I'm pumping gas or I'm getting out of my car at a store or whatever, and somebody says, "Ooh, I love your pink Cadillac." And I get asked, how many lipsticks does it take to actually be able to get one? And how much do you have to sell before you get one of those? I get that asked all the time. The other thing that's really fun is when somebody asks you, like, somebody asks you at a party, hey, or, at a function, what do you do? What do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, I'm actually a brand ambassador for Mary Kay Cosmetics. And it's like, oh, so you drive one of those pink Cadillacs? And it's like, well, yeah, I actually do. And it's right out in the parking lot. And it's like, I love that. Not that I like to, oops, I dropped my prop. I dropped my prop way underneath my desk. I have to show you this picture. All right, did you all put your comment in? Somebody said 555. You must have meant 55. I'm guessing there was a little extra. Who is that said that? The Facebook user. Put your name in because it only says Facebook user. It doesn't say your name. So write your name in there too for me. All right, how many years? The answer is 50 years. And here's a picture of Mary Kay. Can you guys see that? Here's a picture of Mary Kay next to one of her very first pink Cadillacs over 50 years ago. So she got the first one. Hi, Louise. Oh, so nice to see you, Louise. Louise has been my client for a very long time. Love you, love you. All right, you guys ready? How many got that right? Give them a hand. First 50. And you know what? I actually am going to give you, if you said 51, I'm going to have you give yourself a point because we're really close to 51. So it was 51. It'll be 51 in September. All right, let's move on to product. You guys ready? So there's 5 steps to good skincare, and we're going to talk about exfoliate, the second step. Good skincare has cleansing, exfoliating, freshening, or toning. That step, that cotton ball step we all skip. Hydrate and protect. And so we're going to focus in on exfoliating. And so we have some products we're going to share. And I think we're going to start with Mary over here. So I'm going to put Mary up so everybody can see you.
Hi. All right. Awesome. Well, I'm super excited to get to demonstrate using oranges today. Let me make sure I have them turned the right way so you guys can see. So they have charcoal mask on them, actually, just to demonstrate dirty skin. But charcoal mask is one of our really fabulous products. If you're not aware of it or have never tried it, definitely ask your consultant. It's amazing to detox your pores. So what I'm actually going to show you guys is the difference between washing your face just with cleanser in your fingertips and washing it using a cleansing brush like our amazing Skin Vigorate cleansing brush. So the first orange, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of cleanser to it at my sink here with water and just use my hand. All right, so I just put some cleanser on there, you guys, and I'm going to massage that around.
Let me see what it looks like while you're massaging it.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, okay. I wanted to see it while you're rubbing it in.
Oh, there you go. I'm massaging it on there, okay? I put the mask on a little bit ago to let it dry real good. But notice what happens. It takes the mask off, but you can see the grime in the pores still. Y'all see that?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that's using, just like when we wash our face, using a cleanser and our fingers, that's what's going to be left on your skin. But now look at the difference. So here's another orange with the, what you call it? Charcoal mask. Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
Charcoal mask.
All right, so on the brush, I just put a little bit of the foaming cleanser. And what I'm using is the Time Wise Repair foaming cleanser, which is one of my favorites, and on our brush. So let me tell you a little bit about our brush as I use this, you guys. So I'm going to get that wet under the sink, and it has an on-off button down here, and then it has 3 speeds up here. And what's really cool, what I love so much about this brush, you guys, is it has a plug. So there's no batteries. You plug it in with a regular USB plug. It actually comes with a plug, but USB plug. And then when it's fully charged, you can use it. Isn't it like up to a month, you guys, that you can use it fully charged? So here we go. I'm going to take the orange and the cleansing brush. And what's really cool, you guys, the brush itself doesn't spin. It actually is a sonic cleansing brush, so it oscillates 200 times a second, you guys. It oscillates, so that's that vibration is what that oscillating is, you guys. It's gentle vibration 200 times per second. And so it really deep cleans your skin. So look at this, you guys. Look at the difference in that orange. Let me show you. Let me turn this off here really quick. The difference between the oranges. This one with fingers, this one using the cleansing brush. Isn't that crazy? It's like completely clean. Okay? So what the Sonic does, you guys, is it actually, it removes 4 times more dirt than just washing with your fingertips. And like I said, it oscillates 200 times per second. And the brush itself, you guys, another little factoid that I thought was pretty cool, it cleans those hard to reach places with 20,000 micro bristles in the brush. And it's gentle enough to use morning and night. It also, just FYI, has an optional second head to it, and you just pop them on and off. This second head is the massage head that is really fabulous to massage in your serums. I even use it for moisturizer too, but it's great for those serums. So there you go. That is our Sonic cleansing brush.
And there's LaRue doing it.
LaRue.
Awesome.
All right.
So we can hear you.
Oh, is LaRue?
Unless you were muted. Did you guys see me run out of the screen?
I didn't.
Oh, good. Good, I'm glad you didn't. I couldn't tell if you all could see me or not. My other computer told me it was running out of power. I had to run out and grab my cord. And so if you heard me like rustling around, I was under my desk plugging it in.
Hey,
so,
good job. Way to go.
I know. Thank you for sharing that. That was super cool. I've been looking forward to seeing how that works when we were talking about it. So
oh, yeah, it's crazy, like crazy. Did you see the end result? Yeah,
awesome.
you see? Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you can see. It's good. Yeah, I love it. Thank you for sharing. It's super cool. All right. So the Skin Vigorate brush is 75, and which any cleanser of your choice you can use with it. All right, let's do an MK trivia. Ready for some points? Can we move to the next exfoliation product? So here's your question. How many cars are actually available to earn in the Mary Kay business as in the sales force? There's more than pink Cadillacs, many more than pink Cadillacs. So I'll tell you, let's say it's under 10. I'll give you a range. It's a number under 10. All right. So comment, write it on your grid so you can start giving yourself some tic-tac-toes. And I'll give you a couple seconds. In fact, let's do this. Let me talk about the next product really fast, because we're not going to demo this one, though I love this product. Diana is going to demo the microdermabrasion. So there's many different ways of exfoliating. Exfoliating, I'll talk about why exfoliating is super, super important when we get to the end even more. There's a new product we have, and it's called our MK Naturally or Mary Kay Naturally line, which is literally 100% natural. This has castor oil beads in it. It's an exfoliating powder. What I really like about this product is it's a powder. Like if I put it in my hand, you'd see it looks just like a white powder. What I like about it is that you can put it in any cleanser. Or if you have very dry skin, you can drop, which I have, this last winter, I really had dry skin. I would drop a few of the drops of the nourishing oil in with the exfoliating powder and a little of my cleanser. And I would hop in the shower with it and then just really gentle. So it's a very gentle physical exfoliant. Diane is going to show the microdermabrasion refine, but let me answer the trivia question. So if you guessed 8, that is the correct answer. There are actually 8 cars. Is that right, or is it 7? It's 7. I'm sorry, it's seven cars is the correct answer. I added an extra. So the answer is 7 cars. These are all the cars that are available. Did you know that for a short time you can earn a mini hardtop 4-door Mini Cooper? And it has pink stripes and pink mirrors. Super cute. 2 different Cadillacs at the director level. We are earning our 14th pink Cadillac as we speak, and then the directors. So if you got that right, the answer is 7. All right, Diane, you're on.
Okay, here we go. We're talking about the microderm. We're going to mainly focus on the refine today, and then I will share a little bit about the pore minimizer, but not much. So the microderm is like Stephanie said, a physical exfoliator that refines and reduces wrinkles and the size of your pores, which is something we all really, really love, right? It removes the dead skin cells and then the buildup from your pores. So, when skin cells start dying, they just kind of start laying on top of each other, which then if your pores are really small, but then they start getting the dead cells and you don't exfoliate them, they just look bigger and bigger and bigger. Same with your wrinkles, because the skin cells are just making those wrinkles look deeper and deeper and deeper. So if you want a much more smooth, polished skin with smaller pores, then you're going to want to definitely do some microderm physical exfoliation. And so this is a very strong exfoliator. I already cleaned my cheek off with a cleanser. I love to use this in the shower. You can use it 2 to 3 times a week. So you dot it on your face. You always add water. That's why I use it in the shower, because I do not love water going down my elbows. It's kind of a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. And you just exfoliate it. And like I said, it is a strong physical exfoliator. Your skin may be a little red to the look after you're done exfoliating because it is bringing the blood to the surface. And then you want to splash it off. Instead of taking a washcloth and wiping it off, because it is a strong exfoliator, you don't want to scratch your new skin. So this is taking off all that dead skin. And usually when I'm in the shower and I'm doing my whole face, my fingers start kind of maybe tingling a little bit. I know my face has had enough. So then I stop and I splash it all off. And I really see a difference in the size of my wrinkles, or the deepness of my wrinkles. And then also my pores definitely minimizing. So then just real quick, the Microderm Plus comes with the pore minimizer, and this is an amazing product. There you go. That really helps keep those pores small and tight, and then also has a calming and soothing vitamins in there that help recharge your skin and smooth it out. So those are the microdermabrasion, and making sure you splash it off, and then 2 to 3 times a week, and it's definitely going to help those wrinkles and those pores. So back to you, and I'll go splash mine off.
Sounds good. So if you didn't hear her, she said 2 to 3 times a week. One of the ways I remember is on W days. Wednesday and 1 day on a weekend is how I remember. And I love that she mentioned that she keeps it in the shower, because that is exactly what I do too. And it's so much simpler. Louise asked a question, I can't see the tic-tac-toe board. Louise, you might have come in after we talked about the tic-tac-toe. So you're going to have your own piece of paper with your own tic-tac-toe grid on it. So then you're going to answer the questions in here. And then if there's products that you are like, I got to have that one, or I want to ask Stephanie about that product, or my beauty consultant about that product, write it in your tic-tac-toe grid. The purpose of the tic-tac-toe grid is to get some tic-tac-toes. Every time you get a tic-tac-toe across, down, or diagonal, then you're going to give yourself a point over here in the points box. And then at the very end, I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and that's what this box is for. Okay? You don't have to keep track of your comments, because Lisa will keep track of your comments too. That makes sense, Louise? Yes, Diane.
I was just going to add that the microdermabrasion is definitely great for suitable for all skin types, even sensitive skin, and it's fragrance free and non-comedogenic, so it's really good for any skin type.
Awesome. Thank you for saying that, because it reminded me that people that have rosacea are not to use a microdermabrasion product, but I have been told by a couple of my clients that use the exfoliating powder, because this is way softer, that with rosacea it can be used in a cleanser particularly, or with a little bit of oil that buffers it a little bit. You can just add water to the powder too and use it that way too. Okay, so thank you for bringing that up, Diane. I'm glad you said that. All right, Mary Kay trivia for some points and for you to be able to put it on your grid. Are you ready? Oh, and I need to also talk about that cantaloupe. I don't want to forget. Your MK trivia. Drop in your answer. Why do most women begin a Mary Kay career? Earn extra money? Because they want to be recognized for a job well done instead of always recognized when they mess up at work. I hear that a lot. C, because they want to be a boss babe and in charge of their own schedules, in charge of their own income. D, because they love the priorities of Mary Kay, where we get to put our faith, then our families, and then our careers in that priority. Or is it E, all of the above? So you choose, drop it in the comments, put it on your grid, and I'll give you the answer in just a second. I have a cantaloupe. Now, this cantaloupe is an example of what our skin is like. So similar to how Mary used the orange to show the pores, I'm using a cantaloupe to show the difference between when you exfoliate with a physical exfoliant, and then when you exfoliate with the product that's next that LaRue is going to talk about. So when you use a physical exfoliant on your skin, it's like never use this on your skin. This is like, you do not attempt this at home. This is purely for your enjoyment, your pleasure of, thank you, whoever did that, just for you to be able to see what I'm talking about. So physical exfoliants work off the surface of the skin. So it's really just like using a little scrubber that's going to scrub off the edges, scrub off the lifted edges, just like on a cantaloupe, there's edges that are lifted. That's what dead skin cells do. They collect and they collect, and they cause our skin to be thicker on the surface. So a physical exfoliant literally you just exfoliates right off, rubs right off that top layer of skin. So you can see where you can see a little bit of the fresher skin underneath, right? So as an example, you can see the fresher, more alive flesh of the cantaloupe, just like our skin cells. Dead skin cells lay on the surface. Skin cells that are alive and growing and have water in them, which causes them to be more illuminating. That's why skin that's illuminating looks younger, because there is less dead skin cells. So another visual for you as far as exfoliation. So answer to our trivia question. I think y'all probably guessed. It's the last one, right? All of the above. All right, my friend LaRue, let's hear about one of my very favorite products.
It is my pleasure. We are going to be talking about our Renewing Revealing Radiance Peel. It is phenomenal. So tell me, who can get excited to have their skin transformed in just 2 weeks? Yep, 2 weeks. Who can get excited about brighter skin, your improved texture, reduction of fine lines and wrinkles, skin tone more even and more radiant, skin that feels smoother and tighter? I think everybody, right? So anyway, this incredible product has a glycolic peel. So who here, oh, look at this hair, or don't look at this hair. Anyway, who can get excited? Who wants to run away when they hear the word peel? Who runs the opposite direction when they hear acid? So believe it or not, our glycolic acid is very, very gentle. And so what you do is you put a couple of squirts here on your fingertips and you gently massage it into your skin very, very gently. I want you to remember, burning is bad, tingling is good. So after you've applied all of this, you're going to let it sit for 10 minutes. and then thoroughly wash it off with warm water. And because our products are so gentle, you can use it every 3 days, or it'll have 3 days in between applications. You know, Mary Kay created this product with this glycolic acid in there so it would work immediately, removing the top dead skin cells from the surface, and then being able to enhance the renewal process so your skin looks rejuvenated. When I think of it, what it does, it kind of evens out the hills and the valleys of the texture of your skin, especially some of this more mature skin. And it's, you know, it needs to kind of feel softer and smoother and more evened out. So it helps with that texture. Another thing that I love to share as well is that after you use this, then your skin is primed for other age-fighting benefits because you've taken care of that layer of dead skin, and really the glycolic acid has created an environment for other products to work even better. Also, Mary Kay thought it was so smart. They were so smart to add calming botanical extracts in there. So it's so gentle for all skin types. And for some people who use a glycolic peel, they can feel really dry with it, but we have marine extracts in there to add moisture. So it just feels heavenly. So you'll notice here that this is it is $65 and it actually is going to last you 6 months. So a little bit goes a long way, and it's going to feel amazing. Of course, we're not all in the shower together, and so this product here would be great to use from your bra line all the way up, and when you're getting ready for bed. Oh yes, and you want to be using this at night, never in the morning. Okay, and I'm going to pass it off.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for mentioning that enhances the other age-fighting benefits. And I wanted to share really quick that, check this out. Virginia has a tic-tac-toe. So way to go, Virginia. I love it. And so if you are a guest and you have a tic-tac-toe, then please be sure to type it in, because you get another comment, which means another point. Plus you get a point for having a tic-tac-toe. So remember, we're quadrupling points for you. So let me give you an example. So we use this physical exfoliant here on the cantaloupe. I love what LaRue said about the hills and the valleys. Again, for example only, do not attempt this at home. So what your glycolic acid is doing is basically melting and breaking the glue that holds your dead skin cells together, and bringing that dead skin cell layer off in a chemical way versus a physical way. So what's happening is then, I can't do it without showing you guys. There we go. It's like this. So it's going to show that flesh that is skin cells on the cantaloupe, the flesh, but that is younger, has water in the cells again. And so you're going to have that's why we call it revealing radiance, because it literally will move off those hills and valleys, but in a deeper, more effective way than just the physical exfoliant. So personally, what I do is I do the microdermabrasion a couple times a week, and I do the repair revealing radiance peel a couple times a week, but always wait 1 to 2 days in between each. All right, so way to go, Virginia, on your tic-tac-toe. So LaRue mentioned something that I think is really important. I'll just take 2 minutes to probably not even that, 20 seconds to explain. She mentioned that age fighters and anything that is coming after your exfoliators is going to be able to do its job better. And that's exactly what happens. Dead skin cells block the penetration of active ingredients. If you're a lifting serum user, or a pore minimize serum user, or if you're a tone correcting serum user, and I ran out of hands, you could be a vitamin C serum user. Any serums, any moisturizers, serums always go first, then moisturizers that come after exfoliation, you're going to have much better age fighting activity and efficiency. Efficacious, is that right? Is that the right? It's more efficacious. I'm pretending that I'm a scientist for a second. I kind of look smart with my glasses on, though, don't I? These really are your power partners, for sure. All right. Any tic-tac-toes? I want to give any reminders. Anybody else have a tic-tac-toe? Wrote answers to questions, products in your tic-tac-toe grid. All right. Hang on. I'm doing a switcheroo here. Okay, we are going to give you guys a special. as we close here, we're going to give you guys a special. For anybody that watches this now or watches it later, talk to your consultant, 24-hour, 10% off any of the exfoliators that you saw. And that includes, it's not on the screen because I forgot until just before this, about the new exfoliating powder, which I really, really love. So all of these products are 10% off for you. Reach out to your beauty consultant and she will help you with that. And thank you for supporting your beauty consultant during a time like this, because she is a small business owner. So, all right, you ready for your last questions? Here's your 4 questions as we close up. So much fun to have you guys here. Your first question, what did you learn? Write it on your sheet. This sheet you're going to take a snapshot of and send to your consultant later. Let me get rid of my grader here on my desk. First question, what did you learn? Jot down something that was new to you. What did you learn that would help us as beauty consultants to make sure that that is information for us to continue to share? The second question, number 2, and this one you get 3 extra points for. I have products I'd like to purchase. Yes, maybe now or maybe later, but I have products I want to purchase. So maybe you have, or maybe you have questions that you want answered, or no, I'm all set for now. However you answer that, answer it in your step number 2, and then this will get sent off to your beauty consultant. So yes, I have products I want to purchase. Maybe after questions are answered, and no, I'm set for now. And the third question, for 5 extra points, a yes is for 5 extra points. When you schedule your own virtual beauty session with your consultant, and there's so many choices. One of my favorites is the happy face hour. It's one of my favorites. Like right before a little happy hour with friends before you go to bed. And so we do all the anti-aging products. You can do them with samples or without samples, and your consultant will send them ahead to the people you'd like to share with. So if you have family that's across the country that maybe you never really thought about sharing Mary Kay with them, this is a great way for you to be able to share something you love, but also for you to be able to connect, and we'll bring you up on the screen together on a Zoom or some way that your consultant works. The fourth and last question is you'll get 10 extra points if this is a yes. I may or may not be interested in a Mary Kay business, but I want to get in the Kate Spade pink handbag drawing. Here is the cute pink Kate Spade bag that we are doing a drawing for. Isn't this adorable? This is a $278 bag that I've been hoarding for a time just like this. So you get your name in the drawing. Let me see if I have a picture of this. I can't remember. No, I don't. Oh, but I do have a picture of that. That's right. You get your name in the drawing just for letting your consultant share her Mary Kay business with you. Could be for you, maybe it's not. But Mary Kay just today kicked out, a super amazing, in fact, I'm so excited about this. This runs only through, it says April 30th, but it's right now through May 31st. That's a typo I see. Something called an e-start. This e-start is $30. You get your website and the processing ProPay that goes along with the website, so that your clients, friends, family, neighbors across the country can access your personalized website, order product from you, and then there actually is a discount right now for the shipping for that too. That's only $3.95 for shipping. I think that's right. So you get all the digital marketing tools. Your consultant will train you, or you can do the full starter kit that you see on the left here, or you can do both together. So really cool opportunity for us to give to those people out there. The company put this together, and I just talked to them today, and they put this together within the last 2 weeks. I was asking about it. So they knew that they've pivoted because there's so many people that are going to be out of work, or not so sure how long they're going to be out of work, or do I have something to go back to and want to have a side gig? Sometimes this is a wake-up call for a lot of people. Like, I really need to make sure I have a side gig that if I'm ever in a situation like this again, I can still be making money. So we teach you how to do that. So if you would like to say yes to that, then we are going to do a after party. We'll stay on after, so if anybody stays on, we're going to share a little bit. Actually, even if not, because we'll have people watching this later. So the last thing I want to share with you is called the Skin Analyzer. This is a brand new thing that Mary Kay just came out with us, that came out for all of you as clients. I'm just going to take I'm not going to take much time on this because you're not going to be able to see it really well. I want you to go to it though. I know Louise, my client that's on, did this. And I don't think you guys can see that, but that's my picture. So you take a selfie And then it shows all these funny little lines where you have wrinkles. It like analyzes your skin, and it does the same thing for your texture. It takes the same thing for around your eyes and uneven skin tone. And it has the science behind it is quite remarkable. And it will literally show where your, oh, you can't see that, can you? But you can see this one. This one's really weird. The texture. It'll show where you have uneven texture, and then it will teach you what products will help you in that area. So lots of fun, lots to learn. And if you choose to do that, the Skin Analyzer app, go to it. You'll find it in your app store, and you choose to do it, and you send the results to your consultant. I think you'll really enjoy it. You'll get 5 extra points. We will in 24 hours do the drawing. So make sure you do all these extra things that you get extra points for. If you want to book your own virtual appointment, there's product that you want. If you want to stay on after, you'll get points, and then the Skin Analyzer app points too. And then take a snapshot of this, send it off to your consultant, and then we'll do the drawing, and consultants will let us know, and we'll do the drawing for the winner of the hydrogel eye patches tomorrow in 24 hours. Okay, sound good, everybody? So we're gonna say goodbye, and we're gonna, if you want to stay on, we are going to share in just like 2 minutes. We'll give it time to kind of regroup, and then we'll share about the Kate Spade pink bag drawing, and just maybe answer a few questions. If you have any questions in the comments, we'd be happy to answer them for you. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate you so much, clients and consultants. We hope you all learned lots. Love you all. Bye. All right. We'll let like a little bit of time go by here, you guys, so that they can, if there's anybody that wants to get themselves situated, finish up their points, and talk, maybe send a picture off if they need to. And then I think I'm going to go back to share. I'm going to share this screen. There we go. Much easier to do this with 2. You're getting cleaned up, LaRue. I could do this. Just me. New tools. I like this better. I like to see you all. I think that's better. Okay, I'm just going to take a minute, and I'm going to share. Actually, what I will have you guys do is I want each of you to share, and I'll start with Mary, and then we'll go Diane, and then we'll go LaRue, so that LaRue can finish. To have you guys share, what would you say is the one, tell them how long you've been running your Mary Kay business, and okay, one thing that surprised you so much about this Mary Kay business and has kept you in Mary Kay for the amount of years that you're going to share. Okay. All right, Mary, jump in.
Okay. So I've been building my Mary Kay business for almost 27 years now. Next month it'll be 27 years, which is crazy. Every time I say that, I'm like stunned. It's gone by so fast. I think what surprised me, 2 things I'll say. One, several years ago, my business was a plan B that I didn't know that I would need to have when I became a single mom and went through divorce, and I had 2 young kids to raise. And I don't have a college degree, and so I depended on my business and my income really to provide for me and my kids and to survive and live. And so I was so grateful during that time because I had a free Mary Kay car, and I also had enough of an income that I was actually able to buy my own house as a single self-employed mom that there's no way I could have done if it weren't for Mary Kay. So that's probably the biggest thing that surprised me, is that it was a plan B when I didn't know. I wasn't planning for a plan B. We never do, right? We never think I'm going to need a plan B in the future, but the truth is we do. So
many people are living in that truth right now.
Right, for sure.
And then you said you had another one.
Oh, I was just going to say the second thing is probably being remarried and moving several times because my husband was active duty military, I've just been so grateful that as we've moved to new areas and I've known no one, I've had no family, no connections, that this business gave me a reason to meet people immediately and build relationships and build friendships, because I truly, my best friends are people I've met because of Mary Kay, that are people that wouldn't be in my life. Like all of these women here would not be in my life if it wasn't for this business. So I'm so grateful for that, because it's given me that reason to reach out and talk to people and connect and go beyond just, hi, how are you? Have a good day, and there's no more to it. So I've been really, really grateful for that, for sure.
The richness of those relationships
For sure.
that is truly amazing, and really to think about how many times you've moved over those years, that you've been able to still be part of those people's lives in more than just, like you said, more than the Facebook post. Like, our clients, there's a reason that we connect with our clients every few months. So
yeah.
All right, Diane.
Okay, I think what surprised me the most when I first started was when I went to my first event, which was literally a week after I signed up. There was all shapes and sizes and colors and ages, and like it didn't matter. There wasn't a certain type. There was no type of Mary Kay lady. Everyone was different. And that really surprised me. And the other thing that surprised me was I could stutter through the whole thing. I could hide my face behind the little chart that we had, and I would still sell products. So I was certain and knew that the Mary Kay products were amazing because they always sold themselves. Trust me, when I first started, couldn't speak in front of 4 people without crying. So,
Me too.
so I just never have really felt like I had to sell something because the product just is amazing. It does the job for you. And what I stay in for is, oh my gosh, so many things. Number 1, of course, the friends. Number 2, the crying. The opportunity to meet people, and that the business has given me to go to other countries, help out in schools, take my kids on like trips to Disneyland that we would have never been able to do in this business.
I love it, Diane. I love it. I keep wanting to applaud after each one, but I won't. Okay.
There is just so much that Diane and I have in common, from, that whole starting off so shy and terrified to talk to people. And, when I started, I really had, I needed some hope in my life because I really was not crazy about the person that I was. And so grateful that it was such a safe place for me to grow and be able to walk the journey at my own pace. People believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, and helping me to see the next right step. And even when I, failed forward, failed backward, and there was still that opportunity just to know that I wasn't seen as a failure, that I always had second, third, and fourth, and fifth chances. And there was just no judgment because of this just beautiful environment we have of support. And having an accounting degree and working at very competitive companies in the past where, you were so judged on performance and they could care less about the person you were becoming. And now being able to see that I can pass that on to other people, just continuing now, I continue to learn and grow. I've never arrived, and what keeps me in is still that growth. Because I know when I become better, then my relationships are better and healthier. And I can be that example for those around me, not only just my family, but, people in my circle of influence. And I never really saw myself as a person of influence until I realized that, people were being blessed because of me being a part of this company.
Yeah, that's so well put, Rue. So well put. And what kept popping in my mind is that human being, right? It's our human being, our human becoming. And in the Mary Kay world, we all get to be in that safe environment and grow. Well, I'll share I could honestly say all of those things combined also, but I'll share that the income has been something I have so appreciated, because higher income gives choices. And there's been so many times in my 30 years in Mary Kay that we have found ourselves in, after whatever recession crash or 9/11 or whatever has happened over the last 30 years, we have found ourselves as a one-income family. And then there was a time when I had a very sick husband and we were a one-income family. And I'm so grateful that Mary Kay has given me the opportunity to grow a business and have a six-figure income for years and years and years and years. And I live in the Seattle area, and it's really difficult to live with any sort of choices in the Seattle area without having a higher income. And then to be able to have a six-figure income, a car that is virtually free. We earn those cars and we earn the use of those cars. So when we say free car, that is a term we use. And really what we're saying is that it's a car that Mary Kay gives to us that we earn. We can put as many miles on it. It's leased by the company. And for us, we can put as many miles on it. All I have to do is put gas in it and then change the windshield wipers in Seattle every once in a while. And then every 2 years, we get a new one. So to think about how much income that saved my family over the years, especially during some challenging seasons, and to be able to always know that I had a safe car for the kids, and the times when we chose to homeschool. I know many of you are out there not choosing to homeschool, but have been forced to homeschool. I'm so sorry, because I know how hard it is. But there's times when we've done that, and we've always had that ability to make those kinds of choices because of income that gave that to us, and because I'm available within my Mary Kay business. So we hope that just sharing our stories with you causes your heart maybe to shift a little bit. What I hear from women that are looking at Mary Kay, that allow themselves to see the real Mary Kay, because for me, when I started, I had some very strange ideas about Mary Kay, and they were all really not based on fact. They were just things I made up. And once I got the facts, and I realized that, wow, this business is an amazing business, and it's something that can be built for a season or for a lifetime. Some people are in Mary Kay for a short term, some people for a season, and some of us for forever. So, but I think that sometimes what women look at, I hear a lot, I don't have time. Well, let me share with you, this e-start and the tools that are given to us are going to take that and kind of throw it out the back door. Because your time, you will be able to literally learn to use your time in those little pockets, because so much is going to be done virtually. But that will not take away the personal touch that we get to give in our Mary Kay businesses. The other thing that I hear quite often is, I'm really not the type. And I'm glad that Diane touched upon that, because, I'm not very good at selling. It's like, well, you know what, here's what, in fact, I told my consultants this today. I said, remember, you guys, we have something of value that we're offering. And my clients exchange their hard-earned money for a product and a service with me, just like they would if they went to a store, which they can't go to now, or just as they would if they ordered online. But there's an exchange that happens of value. So I get to give something that I see the value, and I get to give my best of myself with that product also. And it's backed by the best company out there. So time, I'm not a Mary Kay type, and this is why I didn't start Mary Kay right away. I waited a few weeks. I didn't have the money. Well, now it was $100 back then, 30 years ago. It's still $100 if you want the full starter kit, which is 2 miracle sets, oil-free makeup remover, all the CC creams, mascara. What am I missing in there, you guys? And all your hands. Satin Hands, that's right. Satin Hands is in there, and all the tools you need if you want the full starter kit. Or you can do the e-start, where we teach you how to begin right away with your website and your ProPay to be able to process credit cards. your Mary Kay consultant number, and a wholesale buy-in privilege. And I didn't tell you guys this, but I will in a second. You can also combine those, and you get the full starter kit and the e-start, which I think is the best deal, but that's not for everybody. So if you were like me and coming up with $100 was an issue, and I figured it out, but it took me a little while, coming up with 30 is probably going to be a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
So, but you guys, let me share with you how generous Mary Kay is in the direct sales industry. As beauty consultants, all the product that you see behind me and behind LaRue, and I can't tell where Mary and Diane's is, but our product, what we purchase this product from Mary Kay for is 50% of what we sell it. So we make a 100% markup, 50% profit on every product that we share. So when we give a 10% discount on a product, that's something that we're giving that's out of our profit. So it's a way that we then give value back to our clients. But here's the cool thing. She's going to fall in love with this product, or this product, or this product. And they're all going to run out at a little different times. And she's going to reorder those products, and she's going to be happy with you because you're going to give her really good service, and you're going to have long-term relationships with your clients because you're going to give them great service, and you're going to pay again and again and again and again and again and again over time. So if you listen to this and you're like, I'm nervous, but I think I can do it, then let your consultant know. She'll get you started or answer your questions. Or maybe it's like, I love this. It's a great company. I'm going to be a great client. But you might know somebody. Please, please, please share this business with who you know that might be struggling or is at the beginning of the struggle. Because I think that's kind of where we are in our country right now. There's going to be a lot that are just kind of starting to struggle. Some are really, really struggling right out of the gate. But what are we about a month in some of our areas, a little bit longer where I live in the Seattle area. But we're going to be going into a time when people are to be able to create some cash flow for their families. Maybe not right out of the gate, exactly exchanging a full-on career, but at least being able to fill in some gaps for their family right out of the gate. We teach you how to do that. So we love what we do. We love sharing what we do. We share it with great hearts. And, I have 30 years. I think between all of us, we have almost 100 years. Once you add it all up here of experience, and we're available to share and mentor.
Can I just add one thing?
Please.
So, right now, a lot of people are filing for unemployment, and I don't know about your guys' area, but I just found out in our area, unemployment is $275 a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I love that we can completely supplement that, obviously, with our businesses. I mean, women can do that so easily.
Yeah. Virtual parties a week, sharing some samples, sharing your website.
I mean, truly, when I heard that, I was shocked. I was shocked that that's how little it is for
unemployment. Probably not much more in the Seattle area. It's probably a little bit more, but not much more. I don't know.
But I think the national average is only like 300 and something a week. So, yeah.
That's
anyway,
so hard on families. So we are here to, hi, Dania. Oh, my neighbor is on. Hi. She's the best neighbor ever.
I love it.
So you guys, thank you for sharing your hearts, and thank you for listening, for those of you that are listening. And if you're watching later, make sure you reach out to your consultant and let her know that you listened, so we can put you in the Kate Spade pink bag entry to earn this. We're going to do the drawing in the middle of June to put you in this drawing. And let me just tell you, you get your name in, is it 5 more? Okay, you guys help me with this. It's 10 more times. Is it 10 more times if you say yes to Mary Kay? Huh. How'd you do that? LaRue, you're so awesome. So yes, it's 5 more entries if you get your starter kit or you do your e-start, any one of them. It doesn't have to be the $100 starter kit. I'm going to have to change that, I see. So blessings to you all. Have a wonderful Monday night, and we hope that you enjoyed yourself. Bye.
Bye. Bye.